So I guess it happened at one of these parties that they eventually, fast forwarding ahead to the article, that's why they would stop having them, they would cancel them, and were concerned about it because this kind of behavior happened all the time. But back in 2009, this happened, and the situation got so heated that there was actually some shoving, and people had to step in to prevent the agent from actually hitting the vice president. Typically, you don't threaten the vice president or the president because that comes with a steep consequence. But things do change when you all kind of know each other, you're hanging out and partying together, and then the vice president gropes your wife's chest. Ridiculous. You'd be holding me back, I can tell you that. But additionally, the agent claims that Biden would walk around the VP resident naked at night, stark naked. We've heard that. We've heard about him swimming naked, right? Again. While you're naked, go ahead and scrub down with some of this Hero Soap Company soap. It's amazing. But no, so this whole thing happened, and while a lot of conversation happened at the time when this article came out about Biden's naked swimming, I got no problem with people swimming naked. It's weird when you've got Secret Service agents and people on staff at your house, but whatever, you do you at your own house. But this agent was suspended, and because he was, Tom Fitton and the folks over at Judicial Watch, who do an amazing job, put in a Freedom of Information Act request, hoping that some paper trail would appear. The problem was there wasn't a paper trail, which of course stopped them in their tracks. But here's where it got interesting, and where the double standards are alive and well, as they always are for the Democrats, is the Secret Service told Judicial Watch and Fitton that the file had been destroyed. So you don't have access to it. You can't get access to this file of Biden getting in an altercation with the Secret Service agent after he allegedly groped the Secret Service agent's wife's breast. You can't get access to it because we destroyed it. Which, if you're a smart person, you understand, oh, but there was a file. The file did exist. So they failed to recognize that in their response back, and that's what Judicial Watch and others have since said, is you just admitted it by not showing it to us that it existed. So there's something, we don't have all the details, but it's interesting. And what's so remarkable about it is everything you see his other files that were locked away that you could not see, Biden's, that is. You see incidents like this. You see incidents like Tara Reade. You see the constant stuff that you see, this like 18-second hug with Hillary Clinton that's playing on the screen. The constant stuff that surrounds Joe Biden. You see the health issues now. You see so much, and it all just should leave lots of questions in your head. You shouldn't be saying, this is a good candidate. This is the guy. You shouldn't be saying that. You shouldn't be saying that, and that's Democrat or Republican. Again, I said at the very beginning, and I've reiterated several times, I thought he would have been the best candidate for them way back when all of this discussion of 2020 started. And I was thinking about it for us, for conservatives, because he was the most moderate. Yeah, he's creepy. He's odd. He's got lots of experience. He's never accomplished anything, but he was more moderate. Now, no matter what side you're on, you say, okay, well, he's gone further left because he wants the job so bad that he's radicalizing himself to keep the young bucks like AOC and the squad happy. Keep people like Bernie, who keeps getting screwed over by the DNC, happy. Keep Elizabeth Warren happy since she's depressed that she found out she's not actually Native American. So he's gone that way, which should scare conservatives, should he win. And then it should scare everyone that there's all of this information out there. There's all of these reports out there that if this was on Donald Trump, if this was on any other GOP member for that matter, it would be all over the press, talked about ad nauseum all day long. But with Joe Biden, it's nowhere. And he's the Democrat nominee for President of the United States of America. And maybe there's a justifiable reason.
I thought there was some kind of a video here.
I kind of tend to doubt it based on his track record, but maybe there is. But we should at least know. There should be.
This is from Drew Burpers. He's explaining about a situation where Joe Biden had a altercation with agents, with the Secret Service agents, where he was groping the wife of one of the secret agents, and a history of being bathing in nude in the swimming pool. I guess in front of people, according to what I've heard here, it's all right that he does it in the privacy of his home, because you're not gonna bathe with clothes on if you're gonna shower, if you shower or clean yourself. If you're gonna do it in your swimming pool, make sure there's nobody around you. But this guy, Joe Biden, seems to be a pervert, just an insane pervert. And these are the kind of people that qualify for the Democrat Party. You're a criminal, you have a criminal background, automatically, oh, you're a Democrat, come on in. And they help you out. Anything that happens, just clean the file. Any bad record, they clean it. That's it. And what you're going to do about it, there's no proof. Just what a guy said, and his words against a person who's powerful. That's another problem. But there's a reason why he fired the agent, but he couldn't explain it. So, right there, you got to keep you thinking. You say, wait a minute, there was a file. What happened with the file? But, hey, they get away with murder. They get away with murder, unfortunately. Let me start off by saying good morning to all my fellow Americans, especially those of the DAV, for which I am a member, and all veterans of all organizations. God bless them all. And never forget those who have made the ultimate sacrifice in order to keep our country free, which the Democrats want to destroy. And they think the American people are gullible. I hope not. Gullible enough to believe their lies, to believe everything they're saying. Like it's gonna be a paradise on earth, which we all know is not true. Or at least a lot of us. I hope, but the majority, from what I look at, it seems like it's the majority. Florida, don't forget to vote for Maria Elvira Salazar for Congress. She's going to put a stop to these people. I'm talking about the state of Congress, the state of Florida, excuse me. I'm not talking about all states, but all candidates. Make sure you study them right and thoroughly. Make sure that they don't turn out to be another Mitt Romney or any of these rhinos who has gone to the Democrat side. Why? Because many of them are just as guilty. According to what I read, Mitt Romney has a dark background too, more or less similar to that of Joe Biden, with his family. So I'm not sure about that. I'm not gonna assure that, but just be careful with the candidates you pick. Study it. Make sure you read the files before you pick a candidate, because if you pick a candidate, it's going to turn out to be another Joe Biden in the Republican Party. Forget about it. We're gone. The only one that can save it, even Bin Laden's, I don't know if it's his daughter or niece or whoever she is, even said it. I think it's his daughter, said it. The only person that can save America is Donald Trump. So that must light up your mind and make you think about it before you make a decision. Let me see if I can find another one here, another post. A lot of them are just too long. I just don't want to take too much time here. I got a lot of here information from the Five, from Just Janine Pirro. Rudy Giuliani about New York, but they last too long. They're just incredibly long, and I don't want to take too long here. I'm going to put this one here on the Next News Network, and I'm going to go with this one. California is turning into a communist country, unfortunately. That's what's happening. I hope that people wake up and get rid of this Gavin Newsom, because they're going communist. Now there's food lines in California. Can you believe that? Hey, and that's going to happen in New York. It's going to happen in Chicago. They're destroying everything. These rioters, Black Lives Matter, Antifa, they're destroying, robbing everything. Later, on the longer run, that's what's going to happen. We're going to have bread lines, just like Bernie Sanders wants, and AOC, like the communist one, and the Muslims one. They want to see the United States destroyed. and they don't care. They don't care. They just celebrate the destruction of our country. Let me show you this one here. Remember, this is from Next News Network.
Massive food lines set records in liberal California. This
Hear
is
that?
another norm for Joe Biden's America. Welcome back to the Next News Network. Please smash that button below to subscribe. My name's Elijah Schaefer, filling in for your great host, Gary.
Before we go further, you know my friend Colin Plume and Noble Gold, they can help you diversify your investments. They frequently update their YouTube channel where Colin's experience and astute knowledge is timely and useful. So what I want you to do right now is head on over to their website and tap that red subscribe button, or you can hit the link in the description box below and start protecting your investments right now. Now, back to the news.
Jonathan Davis from Trending Politics reports that California is an enigma wrapped in a riddle surrounded by a conflict. It's got some of the best climate in the country, but it is hampered by wildfires and earthquakes. It's got a GDP that, were California nation all to itself, would be the 5th largest in the world. There are millionaires and billionaires tripping over each other in parts of the state, but California has the largest homeless population of the 50 states. It is also the nation's breadbasket, but too many Californians can't seem to find enough to eat on their own, which actually has a lot more to do with the fact that they've been forbidden by gubernatorial mandate to earn a living. As CBS San Francisco reports, hours-long food lines from 3 times a week in the state go plenty because people remain locked down due to COVID. Take a look at the clip for yourself.
Bay Area food banks responding to a need not seen in decades around here thanks to the pandemic.
KPIX5's Don Ford shows us people from all walks of life are getting help putting food on the table.
Hundreds of cars and thousands of pounds of food, all given away here 3 times a week.
We've never seen anything like this in 35 years in business. Each one of these distributions is serving well over 1,000 cars.
This is one of 4 locations across Alameda County where folks are receiving much needed basic food for free. Folks who may have lost their jobs when their businesses were forced to shut down due to pandemic concerns.
They start lining up as early as about 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. This will run for 6 straight hours.
Hundreds of cars slowly snake their way through the parking lot across from the Acura dealership on Interstate 880. Folks from all walks of life, driving everything from Toyotas, BMWs to Mercedes, all coming to get food.
Meanwhile, the millionaires and billionaires, the tech gurus, Silicon Valley, and the governor himself have all been getting paid and have otherwise been unaffected by the lockdowns, which is to no surprise. That alone should drive Californians to choose a different party in November. But of course, it won't, because California is California. They continue to vote mostly on racial lines, and they're kind of stuck up. I lived there for 27 years, and it is an absolute disaster of a place to live, let alone try to run a business in. Have a great rest of the week, and may God bless the United States of
Okay.
America. I'm
Let
signing
me leave it right here.
Thank you for watching that report. You know, with so much uncertainty on the horizon, you're probably very concerned.
These are the things that happen when you vote for communists. This is what happens. A communist will turn your country into a nightmare. Donald Trump, I always pray for you and your family. God bless you. God protect you always. The same with Mike Pence and his family. God bless you. And God bless our country eternally and our military eternally. And I stand with God and Israel eternally. And another thing, Donald Trump, just like we did with Venezuela, let's do it with Cuba. Cuba needs to be free now. We're doing the same with Venezuela. We froze their accounts at the communists. Let's do the same thing with Cuba. Let's freeze their accounts and pass it on to somebody like Jose Daniel Ferrer Garcia, who would be a great leader, and name a president, of the temporary president of Cuba until there's free elections in a free democracy without communism and terrorism and Islamic terrorism or fascism. Hey, it's not a matter of violating the rights. It's a matter of protecting those rights against the terrorists by not allowing them, period, occupy any position or be in our country. So God bless you all. Be safe and see you soon. Bye-bye.